Alright, remember to press the record this time. Playing Crazy Monkey, d4, d5. Let's go c4 this time. Yeah, they have a pretty high rating in all categories. Queen's Gambit and declined. Well, let's go with the main line, knight c3, and some kind of a triangular system. Again, this instantly starts to hint at me that my opponent is gonna snap that pawn, play b5 and say, I'm gonna keep it. Well, I could play e3 and defend it, but I think I'll play this e4 stuff. I don't really know theory past this move, to be honest. So this is defended. This check is going to be semi-problematic. Here you can do this. And then there is stuff which happens with chop chop. But I think I'll just drop this back. I think I played this previously. I have no interest of going into some long theoretical line that I don't know well. This is just much easier. They can of course chop there, give me a double pawn, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Reinforces the center, and the pawn in here is kind of well protected and not even well, they could play b6, like take and play b6. I'm not saying that makes sense, but it is definitely legal. All right, e5 is or they moved that second time. The point is that if I take a pawn, I was gonna say they'll take here and or if there and double my pawns. I'm gonna have a lot of weak pawns, but maybe the point is that if I take here, they're not gonna actually take here, which is also probably okay, but I don't know, maybe I'll end up with the pawn, but they're kind of little advanced doubled, but maybe he's actually gonna go here if I take. It's this and that. Or maybe takes first, then goes here. But then I could always play queen f d4, defend. So maybe instantly go here. And of course I could still do queen d4. I'm kind of curious. Wonder if this is some theory he knows. I mean, I assume it is because he played it. If he plays the triangle, he's probably faced this before, and maybe this is a thing. Because I'm seriously interested about snapping a pawn and suffering for it. I was thinking that also if I take, I could just play bishop d2 if they go queen a5, bishop d2. They'll snap the pawn, I'll just play bishop e2. I guess queen bishop g4 is a legal move. Pinning or taking advantage of the pin, and knight f3, they just take it and I get a kind of dodgy f pawn. So queen takes, bishop e2. I guess I could also play queen there and just trade the queens, but that's probably not so great. It's not bad or anything, but could we somehow claim that the white could have any kind of a play in that endgame? I guess taking and playing knight f3 is legal move too. Letting him take here. Queen takes, bishop d2. Queen has to go back to a3. Well, whatever. There's a lot of options like this. I don't know which is the move they're gonna play, but I'll see what's what. I'll see what's what. Probably could remove that because I can't take back with the knight because of the pin. Save myself some time. All right, so now we definitely have an extra pawn. The question, of course, is gonna be how are we gonna hold on to it? Right, so they are saying bishop out first, knight d7, castles, rook hits my king. So if I go there, knight d7, I can play a3 and takes, defends the pawn. They can castle and threaten all kind of stuff, but then I'll drop back here. So I think I'll just start with this. Also, it's like a useful move not to get the double c pawn. But it also blocks this pile. So I don't have to instantly worry about something. And he's not there yet. It's 2 moves. If after this I'm gonna make the bishop choose. I guess the bishop could choose c5 though. Then this is hanging, this is hanging. f4 would take care of both castles. A3 also has one downside. It's making this square weak. So the knight could jump here in some line. If I, for instance, try to hike my king to c1 after castles. So a3, bishop here. f4, castles. Feels like I should dodge out of the way and the knight comes here. It's gonna be pain and this is here. So yeah, this is what I was a little bit afraid of. A little bit of afraid of. So should we make the bishop go there? Oh, there is a bishop there. There can't be a knight there. Duh. Still does weaken that square. I mean, the knight could go here, but I mean, of course, I can hide on this side too. Neither side is gonna be super great. I'll just do this. I'm not sure, like good, bad, or ugly, but I just wanna. Or this could be like a move that forces black to a better square question mark. I don't know, I'll play or whatever. And then we'll deal with this next. If a5, then I'm gonna definitely play b4 and get control of this square. So I don't, this seems wrong. I mean, of course he could drop back here, but then he's kind of blocking the knight. Ooh. So they took. Well, now I'm up a pawn. I have the bishop pair. I expect this to happen. Rook comes here. Discoveries. And then I don't think I should go to c1 because of that move. So I think we have to go here. And we are on the open pile, or semi-open pile again. But at least it hopefully takes a while. Oh, just realized something. I just realized something. King e2. They'll say knight takes, bishop takes, rook here, f6. He wins the piece back. Well, dogamit. Can I somehow survive on this side? Allow this. I did see b4. If oh no, b4 does nothing. It's a fork too. I can go here, but the fork, yeah. Not only it's like a mate threat, but it's also a fork. So well, then this is just bad overall. Well, I'll go king e2, e1. I'm not gonna take there. I'm gonna keep the pin and hope that there's some comp there. But yeah, obviously this has gone wrong. The only thing we have still left is the bishop pair. Which might be something or might not be something. If knight takes there, f4 with ideas of taking here. If not, I'm gonna play f4, knight f3 and try to hold on to this point as good as I can. Is that gonna be enough? We'll see. But at least f4 also gives me a hidey hole away from the bad boys around here and there. So if they say no, I'm not taking it. Now this is not coming there, so we could also not play f4. But I'm tempted by the reasons. F6, e6 has been possible. I was thinking it earlier to like around this part that we maybe sneak this open and like get the pawn maybe there. I assume they, well, I don't know if they can afford to take the bishop, but like trying to get them to take this way. I mean, it's still a problem. E6 could still be a, but f4 though. I understand there's bad things that could happen like here. It's not obvious that I can even play f4 g3 because of this. And then we lose the rook. Not good. The good part, of course, is that nobody is attacked at the moment. Rook d1 is also some kind of a legal move. Just trying to trade a pair of rooks on here and ease out on the pressure. Castle's queenside now. It's legal, right? It is not, but you could assume it might be. But the king was here and there, so it's not. Knight f3 is legal way to do, but I'm tempted by this just to get the square here, but I see some problems with it though. Like I could maybe play knight here, but that blocks the stupid bishop. And this is coming, that is coming. I don't know, I'll do knight f3. This is not obviously a clean solution either. I knew this pawn was a poisoned pawn. Still hanging on to it and... But sometimes you just take it and you know what's gonna happen. But you can't resist, because a pawn is a pawn. Even if you have to suffer for it. Alright, so... Now I don't know how to actually defend that anymore. Maybe we should have done the f4. I'm thinking going here though. Because the bishop is a bit blocked off. Where would it go? If it goes there, I'm gonna chop. I guess then we definitely have some problems how to... No, I'm just gonna do it. Hope this is okay. I guess he could... No. I just covered that too. I'll take it. Let's just take it. I assume that it's gonna die. But I'm hoping that that isolated pawn there and well, I'm not sure I'm gonna be left with the bishop pair, because I assume they might take here and then stick the knight there and maybe force me to take it off. So I'm looking at this square lining up here, or somehow lining up on this guy, or rook d1 and trading pair of rooks away. But I'm happy that the pawn is gonna end up there and it's on the way there. Yeah, g3 I don't like it because it makes another hole there I have to block after the knight takes here. I mean, I guess we could go bait b6 here. It's not gonna lead us anywhere though. Okay, I'll do this, whatever. Rook on an open pile. It also covers this, so I think I'll try to stick there bishop e2. Maybe he'll go there, force me somewhere. I don't know which way he's gonna take. But yeah, if he takes, again, there's gonna be a pin. Now we don't have f4 anymore, but. Alright, so I'm not going to take. Oh, yeah, knight is not coming here because this hangs, right? And there is the pin. And if rook takes, I'll take with the king and try to run to this side. F here I'm gonna play some f3, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. We have the bishop pair. This knight is kind of dominated. I mean, f4 is a legal move too, right? Knight goes there. I could chop there. I guess then he takes there. So here, or takes here first. Maybe king takes. Knight there, bishop takes there, knight takes there. Not so great. H4 is probably a legal move though. I don't know if it's smart, but it's trying to undermine those knights. Maybe he goes there anywho's. No. He's still pinned. No, I did not. This does not put a pawn in the harm's way this way. And maybe this is right to actually activate that idiot somewhere on the H file, because again, we have. If rook here, I think I'll just drop this guy here or go here. Not sure I want to go here because then this is a possible check. I guess I have to deal with this anyhow if they go there. No, but yeah. I think I'll go here. I understand this has the downside of that this is eventually gonna be some kind of a check. But this is not gonna be a check. So if he goes here, I'll take here, he takes here, I have time to take here and then chop him back off here, be up a pawn again. This is now definitely a threat, which he cannot probably defend with h5. Goes bang. Alrighty. Alright, so that defense there. I guess the point is that if I go here, there, I'm not threatening that anymore. Which is probably right or wrong. I could just play g3 and take away this square completely, and then I guess he can move this knight away. I still do it though. Then I'll play h5 any. I guess he could go this knight there. Yeah, this is probably good-ish. Goodish. I guess we could play f4. Or. Maybe knight bishop here. And then we are not gonna. I guess I could also take if he goes there. Bishop g4. Threatens there, which is a bit hard to defend, question mark, right? I hope. Maybe g4 to take away this square if he does something like that. Still a possibility. Okay, that is also a legal move. I think I'm gonna snap this move here instantly. The bishops are working pretty well. it's a pretty open position with, it just gives me a, I guess he's not giving me a thing there. I guess the point is that takes. It's the bishop and the pawn. I'll take here, he takes. I'll take the rook, they take here. Then it's just I want a dirty pawn. A dirty pawn. So I think I'll drop this away. Keep my bishops. Of course the knight is a bit unpleasant there. It's definitely not a bad knight. I'm still not sure I'm threatening that. No, it's not a check. This is still hanging after that I take. We could go here and undermine that side completely. Whatever. Of course it's loosening and putting a lot of things on this diagonal or the rank here. I have to be careful that the rook does not appear. Someday here, I mean at the moment it's good because we have the bishop there covering it, but I don't know where it would actually go. But the point is that if he plays b6, maybe I'll chop and then try to do something to that pawn there, question mark. Also we have this check there, but I guess king is gonna go there and be decently happy around these parts of town. Well, this is gonna make weak pawns for all. Bad. We could push and try to push too. That is probably legal. Nah. We'll see. I don't know where this is gonna lead us though. I think this is legal and nothing is hanging. Question mark. Oh, that's illegal. Hang. So he has to find out something else. It's not illegal, but it's gonna lose. Some kind of counterattack somewhere, but how and what and where. So their point is something. I think I'll go there then. It looks like it's far away from everywhere, but also non-check. So knight here is not gonna be a check after I take here. Yes, knight here is now legal though. I can win a pawn there. Or if he takes here, of course, back. Then we have a bishops versus a rook, which is probably a great deal. And yeah, I win this pawn. It's something. Better than nothing. I don't know, maybe this is legal move. Some kind of an idea of a possible perpetual question mark. I mean, of course, I can maybe run away and hope that there is no discoveries, but if I take here, check. Maybe it's not like I cannot here, check. I guess I could then go here, b2, and there would be no discoveries from here. Except this is kind of a discovery, right? Well, I think I'll just take it. It's a bit dangerous looking pawn. I don't think this is good for team black. So this is a huge threat, I think, now. Huge. Of trying to trade everything off, and then we're up a pawn in the endgame. So he has to do something about this. And maybe also something about this. How to not lose the pawn. And king here is going to be the same problems, right? All right, so that's actually a solution of sorts. Now I do still win the pawn and defend here, right? Seems to be so. Checo. Popo. And then we are up 2 pawns. One of them passed. These are pretty clean poison around this part of town. If the knight does not take, I think I'll still keep my bishop though. Here, cover the pawn. This is coming here. Could also drop it here. Rook goes here though. Yeah, it's covering this, so it's not a big deal. Like it's not coming here and there and there and there. Question might be like, can he actually go here? Chop, chop. Probably, maybe. Like the pawn is... no. Still 2 pawns down. I'm not sure I lose this pawn. And my king is a little bit out of the play though, so that's a scary part there. But apart from that... so I'm just gonna play... or is there gonna be some problems if I let the king run all the way there? Point was here, 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 king here. It's gonna go here, but maybe he has some kind of mating nets, not really mating nets without the knight, and the knight is not coming to the play at the moment. But I guess I could activate the king at this moment too. King c5, king c3, rook b1 though. Then rook d1. That actually looks good. Let's try that. It's an old trick. But checks. Oh, rook d1, bishop takes d1. Rook takes, bishop takes, knight e4 is a fork though in the end. It'd still be up a pawn, but this is blockaded. Takes here, I could come. Bishop is here, I could come here though. The knight would be completely surrounded though. Knight would be here. I have a bishop f through, keeping this, and king keeps this. The problem here is that it's... oh, I'll try it because it looks fun, but I'm not sure that's winning. But I have to do something. Of course, I don't have to play... I mean, I guess this is also legal, but then we're up 2 pawns, even though again it's a bit murky, but should be good enough though. Expecting this, I'll go here. I guess he can do check first though. He can do check first though. I mean, I could just go somewhere and ignore this stinking rook though. I could go somewhere and ignore that stinking rook. Okay, I'm gonna go there. I gave up on that plan because I didn't know what to do against the knight there. I go here, he takes, then I'll take, and then he takes here, and this is undefended and I don't have time to trap the knight. Seems a bit murky. Which side? Think I go on this side. I mean, he can probably capture there. It's gonna be a pawn down endgame. But my king is going to be a little bit less active than there. If I go for the trade, I mean. And he's instantly threatening to go for this guy here. The sad part, I can't get there. The bishop is dominating the knight, but it's not getting anywhere. That's the sad part. That is the sad part. Okay, I don't know where this is going. It's going there or there, depending on circumstances. I assume this is gonna happen. I can't allow him to take, and he's on the bishop instantly. But this went wrong now, for sure. This went wrong now, for sure. He's coming there. Okay, randomly hit the... Oh, yeah. It's fine. Alrighty. Guess he could go here. This side is, of course, off the menu because of work. Alright, he forces those off. Okay, I'll go back here. I guess he could go there and force me to take. Guess he could go there and force me to take, which is a bit disturbing. Park square. We're still up a pawn, but he has the active king, which is annoying. This is too hard for my pay grade for sure. Once or twice. Let's play once. Here I'm gonna go there and no. He's gonna eventually get there, but I hope we get something in there. At least that is a tempo of sorts. Maybe I'll do f4. Tempo of sorts. Where is the knight gonna go? There. Fair enough. If a4 or king e3. I'll try king e3. Just so the king does not... And my point is that if this, I'm gonna run with the pawn. Guess he can kind of chase it around. Guess that is legal move too. Well, I'm gonna go here. Defend, defend. If he goes there, I mean. Still here, there or there. The idea that if he takes, I'll pin. Oh, it's gonna be murky. Definitely gonna be murky, murky, murky. This does not hang a bishop, I think. As long as I keep them on the different colors, there's never gonna be a fork. Now at least, well, I hope I will get to sack the bishop eventually there somewhere. All right. Zoom here. Or here, out of the way. I'm gonna push there. Hope that this guy is gonna be... I mean, maybe sack here and have the king ready close there. Okay, I forgot that there is this freaking nook square now, though. Well, then I of course win this, but... the downside, of course, is going to be that. This is a pork square we have to be a little worried about. I don't know why the knight would go there, though. I don't know why the knight would go there. If I go instantly for these pawns, the knight comes there, though. So I'm gonna trade pair off. And, well, if he moves the king somehow, get it ready to... maybe here. Ready to move the pawn and be ready to block the bishop check here. Then I think I should chop now. I think with the king, to keep the knight close to this square, keep the runaway still possible. This is probably somehow draw now, but I feel like I'm not losing this ever, but that actually would require some time to calculate this, how I'm gonna win it. Like if he takes here, I have options of taking and pushing instantly. King is far, far away. Maybe there, there. Push, 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 push. Both of them are far, and knight is not the fastest, and the king is not the fastest. Taking and going here, of course, guarantees at least a draw, but it's the winning though if I get my pawns split. It might, but like I said, I have no time to calculate this properly. So I was thinking here. Knight f4, g4, knight e6, I mean. It's gonna push. And if there, I'll take with the f pawn. Keep them far away. And now the point is that if it goes here, I think I'll go here and take there. And then I have two passed pawns, right? King is far away, still far away. I win this, and then the point is to we'll just push this guy and see how he's gonna deal with two connected passers. Okay, that's good. That is good way to do it though. King here, there, push. I have to somehow activate this idiot here, or we could alternatively put the king here and push this one, and then if he sacks, isn't this also looking good? Or here and push. I think this is better. Knight is not going here or here, so it's this is instantly a big threat because then he can't stop this. I mean, he could go here and do it, but I just keep on pushing. Like king here, push. Knight here, push. Then we'll just be... The king does not get to f8 in any of those cases. We have end up with the king shielding up the h pawn. I guess this is legal, but then I think I can... I don't even pretend to think here. I'll just push. Knight goes here, I'll push. You can check me somewhere, but I think here is fine enough. Here, we just push. Takes, king here with king g7 is the normal body check situation. And then run. Easy stuff. Not so easy, but good. Oh, no. Not rematch or a new game, but let's look at this one instead. That was kind of fun. Let's look at from the top. e4 is a line. Let's open the book so we can see. My face is a little bit on the way of the statistics like always, but you get what you get. So e4 is not the most popular. e3, knight f3 are more popular. But knight f3 has the downside that maybe, just maybe, black's gonna do this. And, well, they can try to hold on to this. It could also, like, note boom variation. Takes there. a4, bishop b4, e3, b5. Can't obviously take. Bishop d2. Now threatening to take and a5. Assume this is gonna give it back, right? No. Takes first, b3. I guess the white eventually gets their stuff back, right? Oh, is this the line where bishop b7, white takes there, then we sidestep, and this is a huge imbalance here. White has extra central pawns, black has two flank pawns. White did get their pawn back, but it's a complete mess, and, well, a lot of games. Black seems to do really well in this, at least stats-wise. Actually winning more than losing here. Computer is probably going to give small advantage for white, though. Yep. But practically, it's hard to play. Like some moment, oh, pawns run through. So I find the e4 easier. Of course, e3 is probably the easiest. Just defend it, but it has the downside the bishop is locked in. But okay, probably should learn something around this, and the e5. Apparently, second most played move here. But only few fools have taken. Bishop e3. Yeah, that would be safe. But I wanna play safe. Marshall Gambit Forgotten variation. Is this the forgotten variation? No, this is forgotten variation. Knight comes back. Oh. There's Magnus versus Anand. Is this from their World Championship match? Yep, they played this in Chennai. Might be where I remember this from the beginning. I've never really studied this line at all, but that was a World Champ. They played this in one of their games. Safer. a3 is also a move. Only fools take here, but we are fools. Computer says equal, but yeah, you saw it's very hard. Takes. I was thinking here, but I was gonna do this and that, and then I did not know. I was thinking of going into this endgame, because this is a bit unpleasant, right? If you go here, pinned, you have to double your pawns. I mean, again, you have the bishop pair, but the castle seems a bit shaky. Either way. So king is not going to be happy, and there the queens are still on the board in this line. Chop, chop there. Yeah, annoying. Bishop knight d7 already. Black slightly better. They gave up the bishop though. King e1. How bad is f4? Let's ask the Mr. Machine. No. Not f4 here because it just takes. Dude. Wait, what? That's a mistake? Oh, that would have been a good trap. If I realized that now he's pinned here. Still seems a bit murky, but keep this covered. Just defend every threat and be fine. And if they do this, the idea to chop and chop, just go apparently rook c3. Okay, that was a lot to see. A lot to see. And then we have to take, and then white is winning. Okay, not so easy, not so easy. But I kind of neglected this by seeing that there's a discovery. Here he could have taken this, right? The idea, bang, bang. They did not, but I would not have taken f6. You win the stuff back, and then black's much more active, and the king is kind of still struggling around here. I mean, I guess we kind of end up still hanging on to extra pawn, question mark. Maybe even with the knight, so if we take with the pawn, maybe he gets to get the pawn instantly back, but if you take with the knight, maybe we could hang on. Next idea is to just, well, it's not problematic again with the knights coming there and there, depending. This is still crap. Yeah, this is not the easy way to play chess, where you snap dirty pawns. But yeah, this probably was legal. Let's see what Mr. Machine say. Oh, I did already go here, right? Doggamit. I already established the fact that this was the trap. And a second later I forgot. Even though this was not at all clear. Computer says white is winning, but the line is long and dirty. So he saw it. Now we are much better. Oh yeah, knight d4, that was the best move. We get the bishop, the perky bishop there. Get to take, and then there's no longer so much trouble for the king. So knight g6 was a mistake, and they should have done something else. Apparently rook h e8. Like a very easy chess. Just line up with the king and be happy. Like every black piece is better than mine. Like, well, let's add every piece. Like every one of them is better than mine. But we have an extra pawn. Hooray. The downside, of course, is that the pawn is gone. But we do still have the bishop pair. Apparently this, which looked fine, is a bit of a mistake. And yeah, he has some problems here and there, and the pawn thrust here, and this was a mistake. I should have gone king e1, but I did not want to go to king e1. But I guess if my idea is to go out with the rook here and there, then the king e1 is fine. I don't need to use the back rank to get the rook out. And then it would be defending this side and the bishop already. And it would not be in checks from here too. Mistake. And then he did this. They should have gone for this. Bing, bang. Then pop, pop, pop. Not so good, not so good. Is this a mistake then, taking there? Just rook e1, allow this. King c3. Fine, fine, fine. Whatever. Mistake. I should have played rook e1 again. Knight c6. Bishop g4. Okay, computer is not super happy, but I thought I was playing well with the bishop pair, but computer says no. Yeah, this is probably nothing. Takes. I mean, we could. Oh no, the bishop is hanging, so we have to take probably, and then. I'm not getting there. If I could somehow get there in time to harass the 7th rank, maybe. But we don't get there, and then it's probably just even Steven. Both sides have 3 versus 2 on one side. This was actually a better idea than I thought, because I forgot that I have this against the rook c7. Not the rook c7 would be a nice move to make anyways, but he went for counterplay. Smart choice. Bap, 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 bap. Mistake, apparently. Yeah, I've won the second pawn this way. But then they did the nice king run. That was excellent. Kind of curious at that moment. How could them... Okay, rook d8 is not bad, but how is bad is this though? This is already kind of murky. Oh, isn't this the exactly same thing though? Has to check first. I somehow forgot that he can come here with check. And then the takes here is a check. If I go here, maybe this. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really trapping the knight here like I thought. Bad calculation completely. Let's see. Yeah, it's instantly giving the advantage away. Check first or not. This is apparently not so good. G6. Saying that I can't defend this anyhow. Oh well. So how about... Oh, I can't go here because of this. I would like to trap their knight. Like I was planning to, but it's not a thing. And of course it's not really trapped per se anyways. And I'm not sure how I get anywhere in this endgame, to be honest with. Except computer says, it is done. You're winning. King d2. Why king d2? Why not? Okay, king d3. Knight here. Bishop goes here. Complete domination. h5. Bishop d1. King e3. Just leave them be. Oh, and then we don't even go for the knight. Just go for the pawns. Good enough, good enough. But yeah, how can you understand this? Also, of course, they don't have to go for that, of course. That was nonsense. This is what interested me about though. How bad of an endgame is this? King e3. Apparently it's still maybe winning. Computer is getting more and more confident that this is actually winning. I did not know at all what's the... Might be very close to what happened in the game, but seems a little worse, to be honest. Let's push. Let's push. Bang. Oh, that is a bit sad. That is very sad. Knight is super, super sad. Alright, whatever. All these trades were probably okay, but I did it in a worst possible way. Not the best, not the best. Alright, not the best. They should keep the king active there and kind of like block me away from doing anything. Now we kind of see how the... Okay, so here I think this blundered away, right? I'll take here, they take here. I go somewhere and then they take this one and... Knight e3. Knight here. Still seems a bit troublesome for black. The knight's... Oh. The bishop is hanging too. Or whatever. Yeah, that pawn is not going anywhere. Yeah, he missed this. And I missed that too. I suppose I should first play g4. Okay, we are not winning anymore. After a5, this entire plan was wrong. I should just play g5 and take away this square. Now it's even too late after. Here it's not. I'm not fast enough anymore. King takes, bishop e8, knight f8, king d4, king b3. Do I have to chop now? Can still go further a little bit. Allow this to happen. Cover this square. King c3, king b2. Just have to somehow, I mean, it takes a while for the knight to get there to block. So if he goes here, chop, chop. Then both sides promote at the same time. I could, well, white could dream about winning because I think he gets this pawn without losing this. Even though black gets to check first, but technically, theoretically, it should be a draw. But you never know. Alright, so now it's hard. Apparently g5 gives it away though. I should just go here. Allow this move. Allow this to go with check. Allow this to go here. Just take it. Because now he can't take it and still... Well, I still have time to come back and sack. And this is a... Knight is really bad versus the flank pawns. g5 somehow throws it away. King b3. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, but yeah, I thought he has to like take this way. And then it doesn't matter which way I take because the knight is kind of close to start to harass my pawns if I go here, knight d5. So if I go here, bang, 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 bang. Jawohl. Bang. Now we are just winning here. He took the wrong way around. Every move is winning. Good enough. last trick. H5 is a huge mistake. King f8 and check. He's drawing this. Letting him go into the corner or get blocked myself there. No good. But at least I saw this much and we win. Hooray. Apparently that was a monstrously badly played game. But I'll take it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.